Good morning. In this presentation we are going to see how we can trade in MCX crude oil today. Before looking into that, let us see what happened yesterday. So you can see this is a tiny candlestick here, that black color candlestick, and the two vertical dotted lines indicate the market opening for the respective days. So yesterday crude market opened around 5132. So this is a zone where the market opened yesterday. And if you compare yesterday's opening, which is just above the previous day's close of 5122, so this is the zone where the market closed on the previous day, and yesterday crude market opened around 5132, and we expected crude to open more or less near the same zone, but just a few points above that the market opened yesterday. And what we expected yesterday was, we expected crude to continue its downtrend, though the market closed much higher that on the previous day. You can see on the previous day the market closed much higher, and if you follow all the supports and resistance, you can see 5120 should act as a support because the price has opened above the previous day's closing. So the price was trading above 5120. It should act as a support, and the intermediate supports are 5060, and also you can take 5100 also. If you see that this 5100 also is providing a good support. And what we expected was that we expected selling to continue till 5160 to 5180, which we thought as a very major resistance, just because this is a major resistance, and also it was supported by the long term moving average also. And only if we get a closing above 5180, we expected crude to continue its uptrend. So now let us see what happened after the market opened around this 5130. So let us see that now. So after the price opening, you can very well notice that the market just gained the momentum. So it is just a continuation of what happened on the previous day. You can see it is straight away the market tried to gain some momentum, and the market was consolidated because it was taking some resistance around 5160, and since it couldn't break 5160, you can see there was a drop and it came down and tested this zone of 5120. Now you can see why we are marking all this 5120, all the support and resistance zone consistently for every day in order to provide us some price direction in the future. You can very well notice that since this 5120 provided us provided some resistance on the previous day, now it is acting as a support. You can very well notice that this market, after failure to break this 5160, so there now always we can say that the resistance and support zones are not a single line, it is a combination of a zone. So the failure to break this 5160, the market provided some resistance, and that put this market and tested this 5120. So after 5000 testing this 5120, it takes some support and it tried to bounce back. Let us see whether the price is going to clear 5160, whether it is going to break that. Let us see that. So after trying to taking some support around 5120, the market gave some you can see the level of buying that happened around 5120. It went and tested and entered our major resistance zone of 5160 to 5180. You can see that we expected the huge selling to happen around this 5180 to 5160. Once the price entered in this zone, so that is the reason why we have marked this zone particularly. So the market found some resistance and it came down, and again it went and tested this 5160, but the failure to break this resistance is pushing the market down. So after trading, you can very well notice that the market is struggling to move higher, but it is getting some good support around 5120. We cannot also neglect this. We cannot take this 5120 very easily. You can see after taking some resistance, the market again, the point again should be noted is that after a drop also the market tried to test this 5160 and it took some resistance. So the market just came down till 5120. And you can notice that after trading after testing this 5120, now you can notice that this 5120 is providing a good support for crude market. So then at last the market consolidated here at the end of the trading session and closed around 5133. When we compare the open and high and close and also the low, you see yesterday's closing is more or less neutral, because yesterday's opening is also around the same zone and closing is also around the same zone. So yesterday's comparing the MCX price movement, yesterday's market is bit neutral, but the another point should be noted is that the market was completely trading above the previous day's trading zone. You can, though we get some resistance around this 5160 and 5180, the market was completely trading above the resistance, key resistance, above the previous day's trading zone. This is the previous day's trading zone. Yesterday, on the previous day, you can see the market went up till 5120 and opened above, but though it was getting some resistance around 5160 and 80, the two points should be noted is that the trading zone was completely above that, and also it created a new high, and this high was around the major resistance zone, and the low is also within the trading zone of the above the trading zone of the previous day, that is around 5120. We can take this as around 5120. So yesterday's, comparing yesterday's opening and also yesterday's closing, we can say it is near neutral. Both the opening and closing are neutral, and today we are expecting crude to open more or less near 5120. We can expect crude to open near 5120 or just below that. And also one important thing we want to mention is that since we are presenting all this presentation before the market openings around we are presenting this and we are recording this around 6 to 7 a.m. So after uploading all this thing, it will be provided to us provided in the website around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. But when the INR price value when the INR market currency market opens, nowadays commodity depends heavily on the Indian rupee value also. So there may be slight difference in the price opening, because we are following international prices, NYMEX prices for predicting the price opening. Based on the NYMEX prices and international prices, we are predicting the price opening for the coming day. But it is also heavily influenced by the Indian rupee value also. So at 9 o'clock, if the rupee is opening higher or lower, that also influences that. But comparing with the NYMEX prices, we can say the price can open below 5120. And another important thing is that if you are following crude NYMEX prices, on May 21st, the low was around NYMEX low is around 91.20. So at that time we got a low of around 5060. But today also, now the price is trading around 91.20, but our MCX price is trading around 5120. The reason behind this is just rupee factor. So it's nothing more than that. The reason behind is some rupee factor. So we should be very careful while dealing, picking the support and resistance level. So that is the thing why we are putting some zones and we are giving some various cautions. So today we are expecting, since we are expecting crude to open around 5120. So today the price opening is also just lower and near the support zone. Today also we can expect crude to continue its downtrend, having this 5160 and 5180 as a major resistance. And also today we have crude inventory report around 8 p.m. so that can provide some good volatility. Please note that unless until the price is going above 5180 to 60, we cannot expect crude to move higher. So because this 5160 to 5180 is a major resistance zone, and it also in MCX price, it is a convergence of the moving average is happening around this zone. So whenever the price is staying above this 5180, it can create some momentum for buying, and that can push the market bit higher. So all depends upon how the price is going to react, the price action that is going to happen around this zone. And today also, since the price has close to lower below the major resistance zone, and the price is also going to open near the major support zone which was prevailing the yesterday. So if you see that 5120 was a good support, provided a good support for crude market. So today we are expecting crude to continue its downtrend, but all depends upon, please put lot of effort. Around 8 p.m. you have inventory report. So if the price is going to shoot above 5180, it can provide some buying momentum. Unless until then, you can test the market with selling. If the price is moving above 5180, then we can reverse our strategy for buying. Till then, you can go ahead and test the market for selling. And the target zones below, you may very well notice that 5060 is the near target which we can expect in crude market for the coming days if the trend continues to be down. So let's see what's going to happen during our trading session, and thanks a lot for watching our videos. Take care. Bye.